Hello and welcome to part 14. Oh my god, my voice. Welcome to part 14 of Let's Play Pokemon Pearl. In the last part we got through a route and managed to get here, but we didn't quite get to the other town, which is right next to these people, but obviously a young couple want to fight us to prove their love or something. I don't know about these damn kids and their young love. Taking fighting Pokemon and challenging 10-year-old boys. I guess that's what lovers do now, apparently. I don't know. It's all confusing to me. So yeah, as you can see, I'm still a lot higher level than the trainers, so I don't have any trouble against these guys. Stupid young couples. What? Oh well. I want their love to be crushed. That's what I was hoping for. That I take them on. Then they start arguing and break up. Uh oh, it's time for some berry picking time. Well, I'm glad that's over. I hope you guys are enjoying the way I'm spicing up the berry picking, but it's obvious why I'm doing it. It's boring as hell! Anyway, we got to the town, and that means I only needed to go there to really heal up, so I could enter the Lost Tower. Which is a terrible name because it's right there. It's not... You can't hide a tower. Towers can't be lost. They're right there. Just go to the tower. It's not lost. It's on a map, for God's sake. You can probably see it from a plane. It's like, where's the lost tower? It's right there. It's found. The found tower. Or the not very well hidden tower would be a good name. Oh, I don't know. So yeah, this is pretty much exactly the same as the Pokemon Tower in the first generation. And there is another tower like this in the 5th generation. I don't think there was an actual tower like this in the second one. Unless you count Bellsprout Tower, because that had all the Ghastlies, so I guess there's a load of ghosts there, but there weren't actually graves, so I don't know. Then 3rd generation, I have no idea. I can't remember. That was ages ago. So yeah, all we have to do is kill all these trainers. The good thing about this tower is that, yes, you do have to come here in case you're wondering, and you'll see why in a bit, but one of the good things is that you can actually avoid most of these trainers. You're not really required to fight any of them. As you can see, I could have just gone down and around, but obviously for the sake of showing you guys what's going on and fighting trainers, I decided to fight that guy. So here's a Ghastly, which is pretty cool, because ghost Pokemon are pretty cool. Although I don't know why a ghost is just a ball with eyes. I mean, that never made any sense to me. I mean, is that meant to be a soul, the ball? Are souls ball shaped? Is that what Nintendo's trying to say? Because I don't think that's true. But yeah, so yeah, you can catch Ghastly in here if you want. I think there's another Pokemon you can catch, but I'm not certain. If I don't show another Pokemon, then I didn't encounter one, I guess. I guess that would be the lesson here. But. And this is quite funny. This massive biker guy has a baby Clefairy. I don't know if it's one of those things where, like, in the films when like a big guy has to look after a kid and then becomes attached to the kid. I think it's brilliant. And he's called Kirby. That is the gayest biker roughneck. Roughneck? What? Yeah, that's the gayest roughneck in the world. I'm just saying. Not slagging off gays. I'm just saying that for a massive, muscly guy, he really needs to, you know, man up. At least evolve the, you know, at least get a Clefairy, because they can kick ass if you do it right. So obviously here's some more babies that we need to get through. And it's gone evolved, so that's cool. Oh my god, another Pikachu! God damn it! Every time I say this is the last Pikachu, another Pikachu shows up. This is why you can't trust my opinion or my knowledge sometimes. when it comes to Pikachu. I always think it's the last one. In case you're wondering, the reason why this happens is because I record the audio a lot closer to when I upload the video, so it's, you know, so that means that I record the actual game footage, like, I recorded this probably over like 2 months ago, maybe a month ago, so yeah, that's why that happens, just so you know. I'm not just crazy and I like that. A lot of poke fans in here, so I don't know why poke fans are in the graveyard. I mean, that's a bit sick. I don't know if they're mourning for the loss of their Pokemon. Oh, I guess she is. Sorry, you can bury that one now as well. Although, good thing you're here. As a trainer, when I kill your Pokemon, you can just dig up a grave and slap it in. It's like, sure, your like Pikachu's dead, but just slap it in that grave. If you have a Diglett, use Dig. That's convenient. Well, I'm so helpful sometimes. Belle and Pa, Boff and Beth and Bob. Okay, I'm not gonna argue with that. Really. Yeah, I was thinking about how I don't really talk about tactics that much. The reason I don't talk tactics that much is because I think it's pretty kind of obvious when it comes with trainers. You don't really need to say, oh, with this trainer you need to do this and this, so. Because I know a lot of LPs do actually talk about tactics and what they're doing all the time. It's kind of obvious what I'm doing. I'm using good attacks. That's your strategy. Obviously when it comes to gyms I'll talk more about strategy or hard battles, but when it comes to these trainer battles, you know what to do. I mean, come on. If you don't, then, you know, just use attacks. Just half of this game is picking good Pokemon. So I fall down right there for picking Squirm, but that's not the point. Just use decent attacks. So yeah, we've got another double battle. As I mentioned, I like double battles. I think they're fun. I always enjoy a good double battle. And we get to see 2 new Pokemon. And when I say new Pokemon, I believe they're from the 3rd generation, both of them. Although Marowak might be from the 2nd, I really can't remember. It's one of those. Marowak's one of those Pokemon that it's not that important, so I always forget where it's from. I think it's, I'm going to say the, oh god, I don't want to get it wrong. I'm going to say the 2nd. But if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong, so. But yeah, no trouble against these guys. I'm going to guess these 2 Pokemon are here because it's, like, it's a graveyard and it's spooky. It's actually not that sinister, this place. I remember finding the original Pokemon Tower pretty sinister, just because of the music and because there was a bunch of crazy ladies that didn't make any sense. They were just like blah 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 like that, and it was just weird. It was weird. But yeah, we're at the top now, so that's pretty cool. That's what we all came to see. See, this is why you have to come here. This is something I know some people do miss this when playing this game. I was lucky enough that I thought, well, there's a massive tower. I think the logic's meant to be there's a massive tower, there's got to be something decent in it. So players actually do enter it rather than... I know some players just ignore it and then... You know, it's a lot easier just to explore everywhere and pick up stuff rather than later on in the game. You know, if it was like a few parts later and I needed strength and I had no idea where it was, then it could have been anywhere, but... And yeah, that's a weird thing, you can't use an escape rope. I've no idea why, so I just edited it out, so... I didn't want to waste your time, really. So yeah, I'm going to catch my next Pokemon now. I decided I needed a 4th just because things weren't working out. And yeah, it's this one. Staravana or whatever. Starly's Evolution. Yeah, the reason behind this is because I read later on. Basically, this isn't a complete blind LP. I do look stuff up just because it's a waste of your time if I kind of mess up and it might be a bit boring. So I read there was a fighting gym coming up. And then I thought, I have nothing against fighting. All I have is Damn-Onix or Damn Squirm. Hot Fuzz is a good Pokemon, but you really do need something that's super effective to really be good. And then Plug Switch would be good. I might have been okay not catching another Pokemon, but I thought better safe than sorry and catch one. And I was kind of resisting getting a Starly, or that's Evolution Chain, just because it was kind of what the game wanted me to do. But I kind of thought in the end, screw it, I need one. They're a good Pokemon and yeah, it's always... You need a flying type. You just need one. But it's basic, and the only other flying type was Hoot Hoot, and I don't really... I guess Hoot Hoot is a really good Pokemon actually, and a really good alternative to Starly. So yeah, you can find Hoot Hoot. I can't remember where, but obviously you have to do it at night. So, and yeah, this is actually dusk, which is something I haven't shown yet. Between the hours of 5 and 7, if you play Pokemon, then it's going to be dusk, where it's just going to be like this. So, not that exciting. Didn't really need an explanation. You know what dusk is. Oh, look at this Pokemon. I think this is from the 3rd generation, but it looks terrifying. What happened to its eyes? Why is its eyes like a black oh my god, that was terrible. I'm glad that died. That thing looked like it needed to be put down. It's horrible. And yeah, here's another Pokemon. I think this is from the 2nd generation. I really do get those 2 generations confused, because if I didn't catch it and use it in my team in the 2nd generation, because I haven't played that generation in so long, I kind of blur them with the 3rd generation, which I've actually played more recently. So, I mean, I did try and play a Heart Gold ROM, but it didn't work. So that's how that turned out. Very sad stuff. So yeah, this is Big Bird. In case you're wondering, in case you don't quite get it, it's not a complicated joke. There's Big Bird, but this is Bigger Bird. And no, Biggest Bird didn't fit, so that's why it's Bigger Bird. Yeah, you gotta have Sesame Street references in LPs. It's just part of the experience. So yeah, there's another ramp there that you could have gone up, but I decided to go through the grass and not waste my time. And yeah, this is actually a double battle, which is kind of weird. I think this is the first double battle like it, where there's actually 2 trainers next to each other, and then you kind of have to fight them without looking at both of them. And yeah, in case you're wondering, I did some leveling of Bigger Bird off screen, because no one wants to see me, you know, do that. It's quite boring. It's just me killing Pokemon. So yeah, with that in mind, I now have 4 Pokemon. Another reason I got a Pokemon is because my Pokemon were a bit over leveled. I knew that problem would kind of solve itself, but I thought I might as well speed up the process by having a 4th Pokemon, which I needed anyway. So flying Pokemon is great anyway. I mean, it's really interesting if someone actually doesn't use a flying Pokemon at all, or part flying, like, you know, a Golbat or a Zubat counts as a flying Pokemon to me, you know, because a fly move is just such a good move. And yeah, as you can see in that top left corner, if you didn't see it then, you're gonna see it in a bit. There's actually a load of Psyducks there. I didn't see that at all when I was playing this, like when I was playing this section of the game right now. I didn't see those Psyducks at all. Like, I just didn't notice them, and I don't know how. I guess I was just like maybe watching something. I usually watch like The Simpsons when I play these games, so maybe I was watching that and just not really paying enough attention, but I don't know. And yeah, there's Moo Moo Milk, which is obviously a Zelda reference, because you can get that in Lon Lon Ranch and Ocarina of Time, and it's everywhere, that stuff. It's a very popular brand of milk, apparently. Yeah, that's something Nintendo does. It's very cool that Nintendo links their games like that. Like, they have all these big franchises, and there's references to each one in each game. Like, the weirdest one is Donkey Kong Country, where at the end you get ranked against Nintendo heroes, against Zelda. No, well, against Link, Mario, and Yoshi, I believe. It's very cool the way they do that, even if, you know, Link does look a bit mutated in the Donkey Kong Country graphics engine. That one. And yeah, I fighting this damn Clefairy, and I remember why I hated fighting Clefairy back in the day. I'm sure everyone had this problem at some point. You were going to Mount Moon thinking, yeah, new area, I defeat the first gym, I'm the best Pokemon player ever, and then you come across the Clefairy, and it can just take you down and just mess you around. Because honestly, Clefairy aren't that hard to fight. Well, without Clefairy wasn't that hard to fight, it just took a long time. You know, you really need to take it out in one. And before you ask, no, I have no idea what that is. I would guess it's a baby Chansey because it has an egg, but then again that doesn't really make any sense. So this is the end of the part, so I will see you next time. Goodbye.